double Gameweek 32! All of the points incoming! And this is the Gameweek 32 Players to Watch. This is the series where Bacon Boy here gets his scouting boots out and also the magnifying glass out, and we go on a bit of an adventure to find the best ever players in FPL right now, where the bottling Spursies do in fact have a double this game week, so all of the chinwagging will be happening about that one, but also we'll chuck in some other nice performing fellas in there as well. But you know what, I'm going to go for a bit of a different approach to talking about the players today, and try and get a bit more straight to the point, you know, no wibbly wobbly discombobulating in us, we're just going for it, okay? So let's get straight into the players. With the first set of geezers right here, that's right, it's a bit of triple trouble for the double, as it's the main Spursy guys with these. Where we've got a Sir Harold Kane, a Go On My Son, and Mourinho's man Lucas Moura. Where Spurs this week not only double this week, but are actually the only team with 2 fixtures in here as well. Whoa. But the teams they will be versing is an Everton who are sometimes wibbly-wobbly at the back, and a Southampton team that have always been wibbly-wobbly at the back recently. So all of the goals are about to be incoming, where hey. So what players are we going to be eating into our squads, lads? Let's find out. Where King here has, you know, just got the 19 goals in the league this season, the most out of anyone. Oh, and 13 assists. Also the most out of anyone. Fair play to you. But he also gets about 10 completed dribbles a game. Do I mean on the ball or do I mean coming out of his mouth? I will let his lisp decide about that one, shall we? Okay. But he has also got the second most FPL points out of anyone and also getting the most total bonus points out of anyone as well. So all of the points guaranteed here, lads. So we have the best performing striker, arguably the best performing player in the league right now, and the main man to score all the goals for a team that doubles whilst he is also on penalties. You'd actually be the biggest cheeky scrub in the entire world if you didn't have him in for this week. Never mind for the captaincy as well, everyone's going to be on it, so he has got to be in. But then the other ones to look at for the Spursy are a Go On My Son and a Lucas Moura. Now Son actually only just got his first goal in his last 7 league games, which was also like his second goal in the last 15 games as well. What's been going on, lad? But I think it's because recently he's actually turned more into a creator and an assister as of late, as he's had a couple assists in this run. But it's still no joke that he has got 14 goals and 9 assists so far this season, where, you know, in the reverse fixture against Southampton, he did kind of score 4 goals in one game. Not too bad, right? Could he do it again? But then we have a Lucas Moura in here, maybe for an extra cheeky boy punt, where he has actually been quite active as of late, seems to be starting all of the games for Mourinho, and he has also got 3 assists in his last 4 games, and also got back-to-back goals just before that run as well. Could he be the ultimate differential for this double game week, where a lot more people are probably prioritising a Son or a Kane, you know, but maybe a Lucas Moura could be chucked in there as well to get you all of the points in this double trouble. So what with these, it's definitely a Kane, probably a Son, maybe a Lucas Moura if you are in fact looking for more. Making them all players to watch and mainly players to buy this week for the double. But the next player is actually the best player in the world, and I'm not even joking here, and he also has the best clothing line in the world. What can't this man do? And that man is Jesse Lingardino. Now Lingard was a bit of a meme, right? Like, Lingard, you know, best youngster in the world, he hasn't done anything in ages, and he's finished now, isn't he? But since he's moved to West Ham on loan, he's just turned into an unstoppable machine. And there's like no chance no one would get him on their wildcard, right? That would be stupid. Bacon Boy, unlucky, I didn't get him, oh dear. But since going to the bubble blowers, he has scored 8 goals and got 4 assists in just 10 games. So that's 12 returns in 10 games, where he has also returned in every single game that West Ham have scored. That's right, if they score, he has returned. That's pretty good going, isn't it? But not only that, West Ham are also very close and proper pushing for a spot in Europe. Most people would have thought that would be a Europa League, if anything, at the start of the season. But nah, it could be a Champions League spot. Go on, lads. And you know, a lot of people weren't expecting that, but we also weren't expecting Lingard to turn into Messi halfway through the season. So Lingard is here because he still plays the likes of Newcastle, Burnley, West Brom and Southampton for the rest of the run for this season. So I myself definitely think it's not too late to jump on him. Don't put yourself through any more misery, just get him in and enjoy all of the points, enjoy all the dancing. And get him in your team right now. But the next player to join us on the watch list today is one that's been axed from the England team. So he decided to axe all of his haters and get all of the points and the goals in this league. And that is the crossing fetish lad, Trent Alexander. I always feel like I'm introducing a royal when I say his name, you know. It is Sir Trent Alexander III, hey! But he did slap the back of the onion bag this week and got himself his second goal of the season. But in his last 3 games, he's managed to get 32 FPL points with a 9, a 12 and 11. Very nice. And he has also managed to get maximum bonus points in all 3 of those games, even though he didn't even return in one of those games. Oh, very nice. But Liverpool, you know, a team that need to push to get that top 4, especially if they get knocked out in the Champions League later on this week, they have actually got a very good run of fixtures for the end of the season. Like, actually, they're so sexual. Playing the likes of Newcastle, Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Palace, literally all of the good ones in there. So I think all of their players can get all of the points. So if you're looking for a B-Tech David Beckham who plays as a right back, ready to get you all of the FPL points, and you know what, still pretty good differential, and because of his price, probably going to stay a differential for the rest of the season, even with good returns, I think he could well be your next defender and your next guy to get in your team, making him the next player to watch today. I don't know why I'm doing this. But the next player to join us today, mainly just for a bit of a catch-up and see how he's doing in it. And spoiler alert, he's doing pretty damn well right now, as that player is Stuart Dallas. Now Dallas completely spun all of our wildcarders' jaws right now, and even made Pep's jaw do a bit of a roulette itself, as he did score the nice 2 goals against Man City to get the 17 points this week. As you know, he is classified as a defender and gets more points for them goals. And Dallas is someone we actually need to chinwag a bit more about right now, I would say, as he is a defender in FPL, playing as a midfielder most of the time, in a Leeds team who are one of the most attacking in the league and always go for it against anyone, and also sometimes aren't that shaky at the backs, still keeping 9 clean sheets this season. But yeah, sometimes it's a bit unpredictable with them. They didn't keep a clean sheet against like a Sheffield United or a Fulham, and then Dallas scores his first brace of the season against Man City. Okay, not that predictable, yeah. but he is an out-of-position defender in a team that has good enough defence, and he's also involved in a lot of their attacks when they attack so much as well. Why don't we all just keep him in? Don't worry about the fixtures. As he has shown you this week, he can randomly pop up with all of the goals and all of the points right here. Now, understandable if he's not quite your priority, right? As he does play Liverpool and Man United next. But then he does play Brighton, Burnley, Southampton and West Brom at the end of the season. So I definitely think everyone should get him in for that one. Just leave him in. Even if they don't keep a single clean sheet, he can get you those goals and all of the points, making him another player to watch this week. But the next player to join us today is one to just talk about, really. Use and abuse as a talking point, basically. That's what we like to do here, innit? But it is Captain America, Christian Pulisic. Now, Pulisic hasn't actually had the best of seasons, right? Mainly due to injury and not really getting a run in the squad, you know. But he did score a nice 2 goals this game week, scoring a juicy 15 points for anyone that had him. Did anybody have him? No. But there is a problem with the Chelsea boys, isn't it? As it feels like an absolute lottery to try and predict and guess which of their players are actually going to start, right? Especially with Tuchel's formation, as it actually only allows like 3 attacking players. And they kind of have the likes of Mount, Havertz, Werner, Pulisic, Abraham, Giroud, Ziyech, and all of those to start in there. And it is quite damn hard to say which ones are going to start or play or even do well, for that sake, innit? It's literally a pet roulette on steroids. It's worse than ever before. So to me, fellas, even with Chelsea playing quite well, even with their fixtures being good enough for them, I do still think it's to stay away from any of their attackers. As there's nothing worse to having a player in for good fixtures and then he ends up only playing the bad games and not playing the good games, and then you also don't know when he's going to play at all. That is a bit too much of a wibbly wobbly one for me, and one I don't like going for. But if a Pulisic or a Havertz just plays so well he can't be dropped, maybe they could be worth it. Making them all players to watch this week and maybe for a few weeks and see if anyone actually nails down a spot in there. Probably not. But the final player to join us today, and it is the star boy himself, Mason Greenwood. Greenwood hasn't played much this season, you know, and when people say he's had a bad season, it's like, how can you have a bad season if you're not playing? Like, behave. Not playing does not mean bad, okay? But against Spursy this week, he didn't even start, only played 18 minutes, and still got himself a goal and an assist. And he did also get the golazo last week against Brighton as well. So he's in proper good form, I would say. So maybe he could actually be another differential to chuck in the mix there. Where, you know, the likes of a Jota or a Lingard are high up on a list and doing bits right now. But maybe a Greenwood could also be up there as well. Where he is one of the most attacking midfielders at his price range at only a 7 million quid and also 2% owned as well. But he does also play the likes of Burnley and Leeds next. So he's definitely one to keep an eye out for. And maybe one to just risk it for a biscuit and chuck him in your team and get all of the points where, hey. So that is it for today. We've covered all of the best double game week geezers in there. I mean, you could also get like a Lloris or a Reguilon, but you know, the 3 that I put are the ones you really should go for. And I've also chucked in the best performing players in the world right now in here as well. But I wanted to keep my reasoning for the players a bit of a shorter and sweeter one this today. And no dragging out just to make an extra long video just to get more ads in it. Nah, I would never do that. I wonder if other people would. But that is it for today. So thanks for watching, and remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.